Generations of Salisbury, I have something I want to share with you. Recently, it's occurred to me how significant it is that every single generation is represented in our church community. There are not many community groups where you get that, where you can encounter all generations in one place. This is a wonderful gift. Each of our generations have so much to offer the rest of us, and so much richness is gained when we share our unique perspectives and experiences. But there are some challenges for us. We're scared of each other. Let me be real when I say we're often scared to talk to people from a different generation. It's just easier to relate to people from our own generation. But if we only ever hear one perspective on life, then we're limiting ourselves so much. There are so many misunderstandings that occur, mistranslations, miscommunications, mistakes, misinformation. We're speaking the same language, but the words we use and the way we describe the world is different, and that can lead to many unintentional hurts. Today, I want to talk to each of our generations, and if you will listen, I want to call you to look around and see the wonderful people that you have right here at arm's reach. These people are a vital link in your journey. They are the support that you need. They are the most important mission that you will ever be given if you will just reach out and keep the connection open. Firstly, I want to talk to the traditionalists. You are the 74-year-olds and older. Oh my goodness, I am in awe of you guys. So much has happened in your lifetime. So much has changed. You've seen so many things that I can only read about in a book. The world you are living in now is so vastly different to the world that you grew up in as a child. Those of us who are younger than you are have no idea what you've been through. We can't possibly, because we weren't there. I know you are aching, you are tired, you feel like the world has moved on without you, but we haven't. We are right here with you, and we need your help. We need your prayers and your support. We need to be reminded of what is really important, and you know what is really important. It's our relationships, not traditions, not ambitions, not even values. What is important is the people we love and the God who loves us. Please remind us of that. Even if we don't want to listen to what you're saying, please be compassionate with us. We are making all kinds of mistakes, and we know that we will have to face the consequences of those mistakes, just like you have had to. Sometimes the weight of that crushes us. Your political ideas and words of judgment are not going to help. What we really need is your love and support. You can empower us with your encouragement. You can strengthen our confidence in Jesus by reminding us of his love. We also need your wisdom and your patience. Before you are gone, there are wonderful things that you can teach us, things that we will never be able to learn without you. But you have to be patient with us. Do you know that the greatest challenge we face in our world today is not global warming? It's not World War III. It's not changes that we see to our Australian culture. The greatest fight we are facing is for our souls. We are fighting for eternity. We need your love. We need to be reminded that Jesus loves us. We need you to fight for us in your prayers. Let me be blunt. Your race is almost over. You have nearly reached the promised land. In 20 years' time, many of you will be resting in the very presence of God. You will be at peace. You will not have to worry about anything that is happening here in this world. It will not be able to touch you or hurt you. My traditionalist brothers and sisters, hang in there. You've nearly made it. Do not give up hope. Do not stop running. You are so close to the finish line. The saints in heaven are cheering for you. We are cheering for you. Look up and see. Rally your energy. Smile often. Give voice to your joy. We are so happy for you. But you're not done yet. When you get to heaven, you're not going to sleep. You are going to have your strength renewed and your body restored. You are going to run and run with more energy than you had when you were 4 years old. So don't stop now. Please stay connected with us. Be wise with your time. Take care of yourself. And if there is any gift that you have to give, now is the time to give it. Now, baby boomers, you are the 55 to 73-year-olds. And Generation X, you are the 39 to 54-year-olds. I'm sorry to put you guys together. I know that Generation X and baby boomers are all very different, but I want to speak to both of your generations now. Firstly, can I say I'm sorry for the pain you have been through. Life has not always been kind to you, but you have made it. You are strong. You are not only tough, but you are still kind and gentle. I'm amazed at how much patience you have. I'm in awe of how selfless you can be. How did you learn that? How are you still loving after everything you've been through? No, really, I actually want to know. How can I stay loving in this crazy world? Your generations are kind of stuck in the middle. And again, I'm sorry about that. You are the glue that is holding this world together. I know that you are tired. Many of you are thinking about retirement, or you've already retired. I know that some days you probably want to go away and escape it all, but Jesus is still building his kingdom here amongst us, and we cannot do this without you. You have so many skills. You have so much knowledge. You're still humble enough to know that you don't know everything. You have a lot to teach us. So when you go away on holidays, take a rest, because you have certainly earned it. But please come back to us. For those in the generations that are younger than you, can I say, if we ask for your help, please help us. Just come and sit next to us, because we really need you. Instead of telling us what we're doing wrong, could you please come and show us how to do it better? Invite us to learn alongside you. Your company gives us as much confidence as your actions. There are things we need to do on our own, but there are some things that we can only learn if someone shows us. So please invite us to come with you. Whatever you are doing, we love to spend time with you. I'm sorry for the times when we've given the impression that we don't want you, that we don't love you. We truly do. We are still struggling with our emotions, and we're not always good at expressing ourselves, even if we might look like we are super confident. And can I speak for those who are older than you as well? They still have some things that you can learn from. Yes, you are often caring for them now, but at the same time, they are caring for you and praying for you. They never stopped. And one day they will be gone, and you will be the oldies. One day you won't be able to ask them any more questions. So please go, organize a time to sit down with them and ask them those good, deep questions. Listen as they tell you about their aches and pains, but don't switch off and don't leave, because after those complaints will come the gold, if you'll stick around to hear it. Take the time to ask them what they learned. Ask them to describe the adventures that they have had. Ask them about the people that they've loved. Ask them about the painful times, the times they walked through fire and God got them through. Don't just talk about the good stuff, talk about the hard stuff and the gritty stuff too. Oh my goodness, Generation X, baby boomers, there are so many adventures that God has for you. You are in your prime right now. You're not past it. You have more self-knowledge and wisdom than you've ever had. You have grit and strength. You have learned the lessons of love and heartbreak. You are amazing people. Bilbo Baggins in Tolkien's The Hobbit only started his first real adventure in his 40s. He went off to discover the wild places of the world. He spoke with dragons. He helped mediate between dwarves and elves. In the years to come, you are going to face dragons and you are going to conquer them. You will find yourself in strange new places and you will navigate your way through. You will discover wonderful and beautiful things. You will conquer because Christ is in you. You cannot lose. You cannot die. Your body might let you down sometimes, but in Jesus, your strength will be renewed and you will rise up and you will live forever. Now, Millennials, you are the 24 to 38-year-olds. And Generation Z, you are the 23-year-olds and younger. No one has ever lived in a world that is so fast as the one you're living in right now. The pace of the world today is not just ridiculous, it is dangerous. And you know it. I'm sorry, but I don't think anyone else is going to slow it down for you. You are going to have to do that for yourself. You will need to figure out how, and I know you can do it. You are so valuable. You are precious to your Father in heaven, not just because of what you will achieve, but because of who you are. You are more than your purchases. You are not just consumers, you are people. You are more than your Instagram feed. You are so amazing and talented and powerful. You have creativity in you. Can I please encourage you to look at those who are older than you? These people have wisdom that you cannot fathom. They are a gift and a resource that God has put into your life. They have been through things that you haven't even anticipated yet. The world is more tough and more beautiful than you know, and they have begun to appreciate that. I know that you want to do it on your own. I know that you want to prove that you are strong enough, but you don't need to. You aren't designed to. You need people around you, and not just friends, but elders and parents, grandparents, mentors and teachers. They will guide you and support you through the difficult years. I know this because they've helped me, sometimes even when I didn't ask for it. So ask them. Please just ask them. They are much smarter than they look. Please don't underestimate them. Sure, they can't use a computer as quickly as you. They are skeptical of things like internet banking and computer games. They don't understand the challenges that you face when you go to school or the pressures that the world puts on you today, but they have been through almost everything you are going through. They have had a friend betray them. They've had someone start a rumor about them that wasn't true. They've had their hearts broken, and they have broken hearts. They've applied for jobs. They've faced the expectations of their parents. They've gone through changes like the introduction of motor cars, television, and telephones. They've survived, and they can help you survive the changes that you're experiencing in the world. You can learn so much from them. But more than that, they can understand what you are going through. So tell them how you're feeling. Just try it. Share a coffee or a tea with them. They would love to sit down and talk to you. There is so much for you to learn, and it's going to be so much fun, but it's also going to be really hard. Things are not always going to work out the way you want them to. It's unfair, but that doesn't mean God doesn't love you. He loves you so much, and He has plans for you that are more wonderful than you can imagine. The only way you can discover those plans are if you walk through the wilderness and travel that journey. Be brave, because you have nothing to fear. Be patient, because you do have lots of time. And never take your family or your friends for granted. They are the most wonderful gifts in your life. And tell them that you love them. They really love to hear that. Generations of Salisbury, here at the Ark, we're on this journey together. You need them, and they need you. There are invisible barriers that stand between us. And it makes me so sad because those barriers prevent us from these wonderful blessings. Let's break them down. As children of God, we are not slaves to fear. We're not people who hold grudges. We live in grace and forgiveness, and our strength is in our gentleness and our kindness. All you have to do to break down these walls is go and talk to someone from a different generation. Ask them to tell you about something that they are passionate about, and then listen to what they tell you. Look in their eyes. See the child of God in them. Get to know them, and they will surprise you. May the fellowship of the Holy Spirit bind us together. May the forgiveness of Jesus bring healing in our lives. May our good Father nurture us and hold us in His mighty arms. Amen.